ticks. At Big Papa Briggs wants to know, on a scale from 1 to 10, how scared should I be of Lyme disease? So as someone...
Just don't get ticks, man. And if you do happen to get ticks, just maximize your stevia. When you take stevia, it'll block the pathogen from increasing, because basically this thing, can't remember if it's a virus or a bacteria. Anyways, one of the two. Basically, when you take stevia, it starts just eating the stevia over and over again, and so it can't really distinguish between stevia and actual sugar. Stevia doesn't really have any calories in it though, and so if this bacteria keeps eating a ton of stevia sugar and not real ethanol sugar or like glucose sugar, then it's going to eventually starve to death and die, because it hasn't had any calories. It's basically eating and starving because it can't get any calories out of your stevia. Or you can also, I don't know how effective keto is. I imagine that would be helpful just because you're maximizing your ketones, but instead of feeding it glucose. But I would not say to just blindly follow it. I would have to like double check all of that.
Who's actually studied Lyme disease for several decades, Lyme disease is actually not as easy to get as you think. Not only do you have to have the right species of tick actually bite you, but it has to feed on you for at least 24 hours in order to have a chance to transmit the bacteria for you. Your likelihood or risk of getting Lyme disease is very, very low. Scale of 1 to 10, I would give it about a 2 or a 3. There's only 2 species of ticks in the US that can transmit Lyme disease. There are some areas in the country that you have higher risk, like the Midwest and the Northeast, and this is because you have higher proportions of both the ticks that live there and the bacteria in those ticks. In other parts of the country, the risk is almost 0. There are a lot of common myths about Lyme disease. The first is that once you're infected, you're always going to be infected, and that is just not true.